Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to FSL PUBG Mobile Open 2, where we just got done with game number 2 in Group B. I am Toast. Alongside me is Sis Jenny. So, Sis Jenny, let's run through everyone on the scores, not the final scores, but the scores.
Okay, so this is from Group B1, Banana 1, okay? FGID Armor at number 1 with 43, Somnium Calvary 39, Team 21 33, Veldus Euphor Sin 32, and the rest of them are at number 5 and all the way till 11 if I'm not mistaken. So again, the scores are very close. It's not doable. It's still doable. So ladies, if you're watching, I know got 5 minutes delay, please push in your last game, okay? Yeah, really, like you can get the kills right now. You are so close, bro. Look at the scores, and this is just in Group B1. I'm gonna give you a insight to B2. So B2, the number one team that is currently leading on that side, where there's only one Philippines team, and that one Philippines team is at number one, guys, which is
Wow.
Global Risk Fortis at number one. And then at number two we have is Onic Glory, also a very well known in team in Indonesia. And then team number three is actually where is it? I did see it just now. Where is it? Okay, it's a monochrome lead. And number four, if I'm not mistaken, is Alter Ego Dion. So we are seeing repetitive names also coming back into the. But I might be wrong. So we just gotta wait for the tabulated scores after the entire match is over. So we still got one more map to go, which is back in Erangel. So hopefully this time I don't want to see that kind of circle, because you saw what happened when that kind of circle and the flight route that happened earlier. It did not give a chance to a lot of teams to get kill points. Hence, some of them couldn't even kill at all, even though they have good fraggers, even though they are ready for a battle. So hopefully, this circle we are looking into somewhere that is reachable from different angles that they can engage in, and definitely looking at the scores just now, I'm sure the teams wants to catch up. All these teams would want to catch up. They know their scores are so close. They will do something about it. If I would do something about it, definitely.
Absolutely. The only thing they need to do something about it is to get that winner, get that dub, get that chicken dinner, however you want to say it. They need to get it done because this is the final round for today's playoffs. Round number 3, we're going to play it in Erangel. 12 teams up for grabs. Sorry, 11 teams because Viper Angels from Malaysia are not joining to further. So, but regardless, 11 teams, top 4 up for grabs to tomorrow's Sunday playoffs. So it's going to be a round of 5, sis Jenny. Round of 5. So that means teams they can do a bit more experimentation compared to the 3 rounds today. And teams, they need to be consistent. Again, I've always been saying this. They have to be consistent, getting those positions, getting those kills. Kills definitely important. One kill can really separate you between top 4 and just right outside of that top 4 position, right? So we do have already a rough idea who the top 4 is for our Group B1 and Group B2. I think it's more or less the same as well. But again, one game, one win can be the difference. So can the win come in here for those teams? Sis Jenny, let's go. The final round in today's playoffs.
The final seems awesome because the flight route, this one is really doable. It really is in the center of everything. Starts near Jogopol, ends in Milta Power. Looking at this flight route, I think the circle would be friendly. It won't be as as ugly, not ugly, but as bad as before. So I'm looking at teams getting healthy fights, and maybe they will have the first few chase. And it seems like I think some teams are chasing already, because we can see that probably teams like Demigod here, I think they are chasing somebody, because before this they were aiming to go towards Quarry. Now they are no longer in Quarry. They are like literally chasing, guys. Look at that, like one stacked to one another. They did not diverse. They literally like, I'm gonna drop here. I'm gonna chase you. You're gonna chase me. And they really do not want to be passive anymore. Probably, hopefully, but I think the other team is making their way out. They got the vehicles ready. This is a geek trying to get escape route out. Now, looking into C9 also over in Pochinki, the earlier battle, there were the same two teams that was there earlier, but what happened was there. Oh my god! Look at the circle
It's like
again,
a
guys.
it's like the same circle all over again, Sis Jenny.
The circle of death they call it. So bye bye, I guess. Bye bye, because you know what? Teams gotta come in now. You know, if they would have come in later, you saw what happened earlier. It was not possible. So right now, teams already know their first circle. They have to make their way down, and you can see Demigod is getting aggressive, and true enough, they are looking for kills. It's really different from how they played the first round and the second, and they're really looking for kills this time. And I'm not sure about Velders. Are they really chasing? Are they going to chase, or are they going to escape? Because in the previous round, the team that escaped was actually C9. That did not want to contest at all. But this time we are seeing that they are staying, and Velders is getting nearer and nearer and nearer. So we will see first a few contests.
And you're right. So again, demigods, I think they dropped in the same area as they did in round number one, and it's really a repetitive of game number one. The zone is at Sonovska. So again, they can't repeat what they did right in the previous game. So they need to, again, like what you mentioned, they need to start rotating right now. They cannot wait until the very last possible moment to go for that rotation, because we've seen how they ended up in game number one. So it seems like C9, Capital 9, does have one player from team number 10, and that is Valus Euphrosyne right on top of that roof. It will decide to not engage, and because they are definitely safe inside of the safe zone for the time being, they don't want to give their position away. C9, I think currently they are not in the top 4, but they could contest it. But unfortunately, I don't think it will be enough. But you never know. You'll never know. Is what I always like to say. Because a freak accident might or even a miracle might happen. All right. So Team Valdez, they need to play safe here. I would say they are in a way guaranteed top 4, but of course, contrary to what I said earlier, it's really a game. It's not over until it's over, right? So demigods, they are still right outside of the safe zone with just 30 seconds left remaining. And I believe why they're not moving in is because they're being gatekept by team number 3, by Geek Fairy here. So that's why they're not gonna quickly move over. They are stuck in Giorgio Pole, as like in the first game as well. So they need to do something here, but it seems like Geek will be the first to rotate away. But Demigod's just popping a few shots to send them on their way. So it's on Demigods to go for that rotation before the zone consumes them yet again.
Yep. And it seems like the teams are still trying to go and try and pick a fight. And we are seeing MPX here who's trying to crash, or they got crashed by Win now, if I'm not mistaken. From level, and there goes sprays here from Mai. That's a beautiful Molotov gotten ready that Mai has already deployed, and getting one confirmed kills here, but that's not the end. Mai is all alone. Not sure what happened to the rest of the MPX ladies, but Mai is currently kind of caught. Oh, I think they are on the way. I saw number 6 coming in, and that's Queen coming from the backup again. This is how they usually will be. They are fast eliminators, but they're just doing a TPP mode now. Everybody's coming. This is where the party starts. And with now this starts to think that probably they regret this move. They did not expect that the team might react that matter. But what a awesome shot by Mai. Woo! That was all radiant, did not stop trigger fire, totally just eliminating, not giving a chance at all. I think they get a whole wipeout back to the lobby. MPX on the go right now. I think that is a possibility. They can catch up with at least to get into the top, back in the top, because initially they were at number 5. Now they caught a little bit they got eliminated earlier in Sandhawk. So they probably think that they have the momentum right now. Why not go all the way, right?
Yeah, definitely momentum is the key word there. If they can swing momentum to their side, they will definitely be able to overcome. Oh, what? strange forces of gravity happening here in Erangel. Anis nearly being toppled over by I'm not sure what, but she is back on a track. She's right inside of the zone at this point of time, but it seems like the bridge again will be the choke point for the teams, and looks like to be a race into the safe zone. Not a lot of guns here, but just let's say that team number 8 starting to shoot at number 6. 21. They're the first team to shoot all over at Team MPX. Seems like, but Baby Ta takes down Era. Era has been knocked down for MPX.
Yes, this is Team 21 who is currently quite high up in the scoreboard. And if they were not to get it right this time, and this might jeopardize them, they have not gotten themselves any kills. MPX also wants to try and win a spot in, so they can't get too soon for this round either. So my best option right now is they were to proceed back into the zone in front. But then again, this team is all ready to fire, so it's not a choice anymore. Although one of them is knocked out, I'm not sure what happened to the other two members. Still stuck at the bridge. Also, I think they will try to contest. Don't pick too long, lady. You might just get fragged out. But I'm sure they know what they're doing, and then I think they will proceed. There you go. They're trying to adjust the vehicle and it's a little bit stuck. I've already deployed the smoke, so that's a good escape route, and using my as a distractor to spray away and say, hey, let's proceed, let's go. And they are gonna go. They're not gonna contest because they will try to win placement at the same time, try to farm kills. They already got 5 kills already. Doable? Of course it's doable. It's only about time that they get to find the right spot like what they did earlier. They managed to stay within the circle. They got into the top. I think they were in the top 4 or top 5. Wait. No. They died quite early, but just that they were in the circle in the last few circles, 7 circle. They were in number 9. When they get into that last circle in military base. So hopefully this can happen also for MPX, since they are trying to win their luck into the top 4. But then again, Team 21 will not be nice. They will try to hunt them down, but this is an opportunity. Opportunist team for Valdez, taking down kills after kills, even though they don't have to do that anymore, because right now they are at the top 4. They're trying to clear off. Oh, look at the teams getting so aggressive, Toes.
Valdez, Euphrosyne Summer taking out 2 players. But where are the rest of Team Valdez? If they had the backup, they would have definitely taken out team number 3 so much earlier. But right now, Geek Fairy, the only one player left standing alive, and they finally took him out. Benjamin, the player that took out Aka, and Team Geek Fairies, I think Geek Fairy has been eliminated here. So very unfortunate for them. Team Geek Ladies, on the other hand, they are still making their way inside of that safe zone, crossing that bridge. Again, no one gatekeeping that bridge for the meantime. So they are also looking for that first kill point. That all so important kill point. Right? So hits the beam and tries to go for the Kobe, but bounces off the rim. So not sure if that's where they wanted to deploy the smoke there. But regardless, they have popped the smoke and they will make their way inside of the safe zone. Grims, on the other hand, making their way inside the safe zone on the left bridge. Again, they will go uncontested, and seems like they have a good defensive loot with that level 2 and level 3 helmet on J, but only a level 1 on 2K. But they do have, quite like I mentioned, good defensive loot. But let's take a look at the circle here. It's more on the southeastern part of the map with demigods yet again. Could this be another repeat here, says Jenny? Will they die outside of the zone yet again? Demigods, they have to get their timings right here.
Yes, I'm afraid it might be another deja vu, but it seems like they are on a mission. The way they move in a straight line, they can use the cliff to go and swim over to the other side because it's still doable. There's this particular magical cliff that I think C9 is heading towards, or maybe not. I'm not so sure. they might just be using the bridge. But at this time, I think bridge is the last resort, because you can see how heavily guarded the bridges are, and it's not going to be easy for you to come in. And a few sprays, the entire team will go down. So teams have to find their way, get a whatever ways, possible ways for you guys to get across onto the other side. Unfortunately for this group, Erangel apparently is in favor of Sovnoska.
And you hit the hit on the you hit the nail on the head rather on that right bridge, because Team 21 is guarding on the opening of that bridge while Team MPX is guarding the end of that bridge. So even if they manage to get past Team 21, they still have to cater to Team MPX and see if they are able to pass through this double defense being set up by these two teams. So C9 still trying to get a few pops into Geek Ladies opposite of their coastline. But they are inside the zone. They are quite safe at this point of time. Just trying to score themselves those precious kill points. But of course, it seems like the zone might close in onto military base, and you can see that's why C9, they are starting to make their way onto that bridge. So C9 still looking for that first kill. On conversely, other teams, I think they've managed to score a few kills. I think especially team of Valdez managed to take out 2 teams, in fact. And Soft, I think Soft is just trying to TPP this area to get their loot back up and running. And just as I mentioned, the zone has moved over, and Novo is being part of that safe zone. So Demigod, they're already inside of the safe zone, but they still have a long way to go to
Ah,
make their way inside of that safe zone.
look at the zone, guys. Is in favor of the east side, and apparently the only teams that's inside is MPX. So this might be their winning glory if they know how to, take if they know how to retain that area and safeguard their fort, because it seems like they will be the one who will be guarding the entry and the exit points just in front of that. There you go. But there's another way in, of course, for teams like SNM, FGID, who is already on the south side. So the only way, if MPX were not to get the chicken dinner, they can't farm kills, because they need at least about 20 points to catch up in the scoreboard to get into the top 4. But then again, this is if it's a possibility, since they are the first team in, and usually we want to see if those teams that actually got the zone, if they are able to clutch and lock in with the zone that they already got guarded. And look at the positions that they are in, very competitive. I think it might be doable here. But look into the kill feed. C9 have already gotten themselves the knockout with that AKM. I'm not sure exactly where this is happening, but it is happening over on the other side. This is Team 21. They are in trouble right now, because even though they are in the top 4, but they are only with 33 points, so it can be easily overtaken by any teams that is doing their rounds well here. I'm about to see a spray that is going to happen over the bridge side, and true enough, Demi got the first casualty is down by MPX, a gunner that is waiting just to shoot over on the bridge. Frames on top. They're just waiting, and now demigods realize that that is the no. I mean, they should know it better that there is people guarding the bridge, so it's not possible for you to enter that easily at this point of time when you come in into this kind of circles. And they have people shooting at the back, they have people shooting at the front. They are pretty much stuck right now at the bridge, and circle is not looking to close at the bridge side, so it's still going forward onto the island of Erangel, which is Sovnoska. Or right now, we are just looking into Novo getting hits on the other side. Also, oh my goodness, this is not really looking good for demigods.
The demigods, likely they have to pay the price of this stole in blood if they wanted to make their way across the bridge. MPX definitely not going to let them go scot-free, as we see Arky has to just jump into the water. And like you mentioned earlier, Sis Jenny, with the new update, they can see players in the water here. So Demigod, if they're not careful, MPX could snipe them out of the water. With Novo at the end of these last few circles, it seems like no other team inside of the zone. Demigod making their way into the right by the coastline. MPX no longer guarding on to that bridge, but one player from Demigods being taken out right in the water. A watery grave for the Demigods. As C9, they are also struggling to make their way into the next coastline. 20 seconds remaining before the zone is closing in, and they are so far away, Jenny, from the safe zone. Can C9 make it into the coastline at the very least?
I'm not so sure because the moment the teams pop their head, in fact, Team 6 is right now spraying away. So it's not doable. I mean, it's. Haha, look at that. Look at that,
Backstroke.
guys. And you saw what's the view when you are up there. You can see dolphins in the water. Like literally, you can see the silhouette. You can't get away. It's not as easy as before the update. This is last season's update or the season before that. They can just easily get free kills just because people is swimming in the water, and damage do go in. It protrudes in even though you are swimming. So they got to do is just to safeguard, stand by somebody on the other port, waiting for them to come up. Kills. Oh my god, they are farming kills, guys. Look at that. This is really smart. And um how they come back to the situation. This is something that I kind of see teams that is experienced and tactical. They have, when they know they have to do it, they want to qualify. They know they have to, because Sandhawk, they did not do so well for MPX. But now let's divert our attention back to the people that is currently in the circle, and this might be the game changer for MPX, who try to get into the top four. So because there are teams already guarding here, but they have a beautiful compound right now, which I believe they have to shift a little bit later in front. So probably they just gotta get the kills first, and if they worst comes to worst, if they don't get the chicken, to support the points later. And Mive got spotted already. This is being pushed, guys. Pushing is done here by
Ooh.
Valdez. Ay ay ay! Of all teams, they had to crash. Is it Valdez? So no choice, no options at all for Era. I think Era has to go and play passive for now for MPX. Try to get into the top five, because right now if they were to get eliminated, it's only 9 teams, and they are probably the ninth. This is top 10, and that is not enough points for them to get into the next match or the next round. Yep.
So very, very unfortunate there for Ira being the sole survivor here. But C9, they managed to make their way into the coastline. MPX has abandoned that area to make their way into the safe zone. But unfortunately, they had to contest up against Valdez Frosty, who was guarding that zone. So team, I was about to mention that MPX, they have to work harder before they were engaged by Valdez to get into the position. But right now, it seems like it's near impossible, right, Sis Jenny? Because they're just left with one player, 9 teams, 8 teams still alive, 24 players having to contend with. C9, one of them managed to secure the kill on to Team 21 and eliminating Team 21. So MPX, they have to hold on for dear life, because Team C9 has been eliminated here. So Team MPX, the dream is still alive, Sis Jenny. The dream is still alive. FGID is still looking for that first frag. Team number 1, I think, team number 2, sorry, FGID Armor. They were getting those kills in the first round, but surprisingly, they are quite silent in the second. So Dream's already part of the circle. MPX definitely have to play it safe if they wanted to keep their hopes of that Sunday playoffs alive.
Yes, and if you can see, Grims, they are using the cliff exactly like how BTR is using. They're using that to farm kills, but apparently, I think it will only happen later when there is lesser teams that will qualify, that will get into the circle eventually. Because right now, all of them is in the perimeters. They are not. They are refusing to come in. You can see that they are picking the battles right outside, even though they have the choice to come in. Grims can make it difficult for Valdez right now, and I think they are about to contest. They realize there are people at the cliff, and they are going to be in trouble, because I think Grims is all prepared. There you go. Contingency plan is all there. Oh my god, but Valdez, no mercy at all, bruh. No mercy.
Wine secures a kill for Valdez as they knock out Nisa. So Valdez, they are only up by 3 members, if I'm not wrong. And on the side of Grims, they have 4,
Di
which
WC
means are
Kio
being
tuh, Kak.
picked up very, very shortly. Valdez,
Awas
they
mobil
need to
kakak hancur
start to
duluan.
push here as they only have 3, but Wine has already been knocked down. Sky getting a bit of damage here, but not sure from who. It seems like they are getting third party. Sky has been knocked out, so it's now left to Benjamin to hold
Sama itu
it
ya,
on
jaga
for
badan
team
dulu.
of Valdez. Again, they are currently in the top 4. If
Awas
they
Van,
go down,
dari kiri.
they open the door to other
Mobilmu cok
teams
hancur
to
ntar.
secure the top 4 finish. As Somnium Calvary only has 2 players. Kior has been knocked out.
Karena regroup aja,
Vanash
kalau
here
bisa regroup.
peppering a few shots in the direction of team number 2, I think. But the zone is starting to close on in. This is the unforgiving safe zone. That is zone number 5. Your health will definitely take a beating here, sis Jenny. Will team... Oh, he gets knocked down. She gets knocked down. And Vogue will be the only sole survivor coming in here. Oh, I think Kiao was able to get picked up by Vogue though. So Kiao as well as Vogue for Somnium Cavalry will lead the front for team number 7.
Yes, and I believe FGID is currently caught because they don't have vehicles. If they had, they would have pushed forward. And there is a fight going on the other side with Grims. At the same time, Velders is not making it making
Di
it
kanan
easy
ada
for
berapa
them. Ira
itu
don't even
orang
have a
kira-kira?
cover just behind the door of container. Ira cannot move in. No more first aids. So if they were to come out or
Masih
eliminated in the fifth or oh my god, and look at Razor looking out for someone, they're like
pelan-pelan aja
hunting
majunya,
actually.
smokin
I
dulu
don't
kayak
know what they're
gitu.
hunting for. It seems like they know there is a player
Oh,
somewhere here.
oh no.
I think they
Third
realize
party.
that, and Ira will get ended immediately after the
Sama yang di
TPP.
depan.
Probably FGID have spotted from a distance and brought Ira down. So with at number 6, I'm not sure if those
Sabar,
is
sabar,
the
sabar.
points that they collected is actually sufficient. They would probably be very very close to the borderline here. Don't
Aduh,
think
aduh,
it's
aduh,
possible.
aduh.
That's maybe we just leave it to the final
Sabar
scoreboard. But
punya.
now, how are these teams gonna get in, especially FGID, if they're not gonna make their way in? It's still the points that they have collected is still sufficient for them to move on to the next round. And knowing that these five teams potentially have been killing ever since the first Erangel
Di kiri
started.
kan.
The same teams are still here, so I we can already know who's our top 4 for the next round.
Seems to be that way because the rest of the team, they are already inside of the safe zone. And it seems like majority, all
Di kedepannya
4 of the
lagi,
teams are
kedepannya
already
lagi aja
inside the
yang
safe zone. Grims with only 1 kill. And they are trying to make it hard for the other
itu bagi.
teams to retain their spot in the top 4. We're still down to just Valdez, FGID, as well as Somnium Calvary. So the outlier here is actually Grims Phoenix. Team number
Sabar.
5, Grim Phoenix. They are, I think, right outside of the top 4. So if they are able to take out another team here, they
Kasap,
could
jangan
be good
nempel kiau.
contenders to the top 4.
Jangan
But
nempel kiau, Kasap.
it's gonna be hard because we do have MPX who ended up in 6th place, but with 6 or 7 kills already, it will be really a toss up for these teams. So we are looking at Somnium Calvary trying their hardest to get an elimination, or at least trying to force a rotation right into their sights. But that does not seem like
Gaun
it's gonna
keluar.
happen anytime soon, as the zone will start to close on in. Again, we've seen multiple times,
Sabar,
especially in
sabar.
this group,
Mundur ke
Sis
bawah ya.
Jenny, that we have entered the 8th zone. So teams, they are really, really making it hard for each and every one
Jangan buang
of
apa-apa dulu
the
ya.
other teams to
Kiri
get a
nanti
good
kiri
position,
gerak dulu nih.
right? Because this is the 6th zone now with just 40 seconds before they have to move, and it does not seem like they are in any hurry to move at this point of time.
Yeah, probably they know they have been monitoring their scores and they are just trying to fight who's the better
Iya,
fragger
iya.
this time. That's the reason why they are not going all out. They are standing their fort, except for the teams that is currently stuck. They cannot move into the circle. You can see it's quite crowded. There is 4 teams, 10 players, so at least about 2 to 3 players each in each team. A lot of survivors here, and Potentially they are trying to see who can get the most kills, and it seems like Velders is not coming down easily. So I believe very much, and this might be just another Velders chicken dinner of or SGID. Depends on who makes
Oh,
the
siya
first
yang dari
mistake
aku, yang
first, and
dari
you
aku.
see how
Ada
domineering they
bomnya
are.
di
They are
belakang.
coming in, they are cornering it. Actually, when
Sabar
Grims
ya.
wanted to corner them, they got
Jangan
over smart by the process. So Velders came in, and then there you go, eliminating one by one, but got shot again
sabar aja Kak
by,
Tap.
I think that this FGID
Oh
who
iya iya, dia knock dari kiri.
sneakily just waited for Velders to come up, pop up their head, and this might be a
Iya,
kill still. In
mending
fact,
gimana kali itu
Jenny needs to
bokongin
just
FGID
turn
banget
around.
kan
Come on,
soalnya.
Jenny, turn around. You can get the kill
Oh, she
freely
just
for
turned
your.
around there.
Pohon kiri Kak,
Yeah.
tuh dia maju.
I mean, initially it was quite free for Jenny to actually kill the steal when he was crawling, or she was crawling before that. And there you go, easy, easy peasy lemon squeezy. In fact, not one kill, two kills in the pocket for FGID. Now trying to barge in, trying to push into Valdez. There you go, shots are fired. Who's the better fragger here? Change the gun, change of gun, and a backup fire straight away. Jenny,
Tinggal di bawah.
oh Jenny, I like that name. Toes.
She takes out the rest of Team Valorship Frosting. So it's now down to Grims and FGID 2v3.
Kiri.
Can
Dia
FGID
udah di kiri
clutch it
depan.
here? And if they are
Nah,
able to,
di
they'll
bawah
definitely
itu.
be coming out the top winners in
Buat
today's
yang itu.
playoffs. Grims, they don't have
Yang
the
tadi.
high ground advantage, but their positioning is good in the sense that because they are in the lower ground, Team FGID are not able to spot them from their vantage point. So I think FGID might have to jump in onto Team Grims for them to actually eliminate them. But of course, they can't do that because they only have two plays. They can't go for the trade-off. FGID don't have the man advantage, the woman advantage at this point of time. Grims, on the other hand, they have the zone. They have the woman advantage. They could have the cover vantage point as well, sis Jenny. So it's going to be interesting to see if FGID can come out on top because they only have 13 seconds, less than 10 seconds remaining before that final zone closes in. And Grims, they are gonna make FGID work hard for these kills.
True enough. It seems like FGID knows exactly the position. It's just that right now Grims cannot get up. FGID, impossible for them to get down without getting some form of damage. But Jenny is currently knocked out, leaving Razor. Now this is a good chance for them to go and throw grenades. And you see, there's no way for them to get out except for one way, which is that. And there's still Razor trying to be a razor blade, getting onto the shots. But right now she realizes that nobody is knocked. Ay, ay, ay. But from the distance, of course, a lot of bullets is going through. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Grims finally getting 4 kills. Although they have not much kills, but they managed to get what they wanted to achieve. Being at the cliffs is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
And of course, in second place is FGID Armor with 10 kills. Valdez Euphrosyne in third. Somnium Calvary in fourth. Geek, I think this has to be Geek Ladies in fifth. MPX in sixth. Capital 9X in seventh. Team 21 with 2 kills in eighth. The Demi Goddesses in ninth with no kills. Geek Fairy in 10th. And last but not least, Winnow Dreams at 11th place.
All right, so we have come to the end of the matches, and we can see how it definitely changed the climax of things when it is coming towards the end of the match. Everybody was trying to scramble to get the points. Farm kill starts to happen. If only this came in earlier, maybe it would have been a challenge for most of the team, because we did see a different kind of scoreboard as compared to the first team. And the first group had domineering teams that were trying to just doing the kills, but this team, we can see an even number of teams who is actually doing the firepower, trying to do the kills. It's quite a good competition, I would say.
Yep, that's true. So for Grims, they came out on top, but it could be that it's a little too late. We don't know just yet, as the admins and the managers are getting the scores up. What I would want to point out is if Grims actually had this this mindset coming into game number one, it could have been a whole different story,
Mhm.
right? They've gotten 4 kills individually, 1 kill each. And, if this was the first game, they would have definitely set themselves up in a position where they can, go for consistency, they can maintain their scores. But unfortunately, this was the last game for today's qualifiers. So was it enough for them to make it into the top four? All right. So if you guys want to know who your top four are, we'll be right back after the break. The top four for both Group B1 and B2 is up next.
For the scores, because we are back and no more matches, but we are going to show you who made it through after Group B playoffs is done. So take it away, Toast.
All right, so we see from Group B1, FGID Armor in first place with 63 points. Valdez Euphrosyne in second with 51. Closely behind in third is Somnium Calvary with 49. And last but not least, 36 points for fourth place Team 21. Cream Phoenix, even though they won in game number 3, they were not able to overcome the deficit that came from game 1 and 2. So they unfortunately they'll be outside of that top four looking in. So congratulations to the top four from Group B1. And let's take a look at Group B2, which I understand there actually was a very, very close fight for fourth place. Look at that, Global Risk Fortis, the sole Filipino team in Group B2, securing the top spot with 77 points. Onyx Glory in second with 53. Alter Ego Diono in third with 31. And last but not least, a three-way tie for fourth place. But unfortunately for Grimm's Virago as well as Monochrome Lead, PE Freya will claim that coveted fourth slot for B2. So congratulations to all 8 teams in Group B for making it into Sunday's playoffs. So tomorrow you guys will be jumping in about the same time, but it's gonna be a 5-game battle, right? With 16 teams, 4 from each group that we've played. And it's gonna be lit, guys, because I cannot wait. So sis Jenny, anything else for our viewers?
Oh, that's all, guys. And thank you so much
Aw.
for accompanying us from the mid afternoon all the way till about to, we're going to go into evening already. But like what was mentioned, don't forget to jump in and join us to see who will win it tomorrow, because there's of course this tournament there will be money, there will be grand a prize, in case we know you did not hear us say or we didn't even describe it earlier. But the first prize is $500, second is $250, and third will be $175, and fourth will be $75, and all this will be in Sing dollars to be won tomorrow. Again, top four. So with that said, Sis Jenny and Toast Talks will be signing out. See you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, stay humble, and see ya.
Bye bye.